Hey everyone, Brian Buckosh again, core design engineer with Brunswick Bowling. It's been a little while since I've had a video, but we've been hard at work behind the scenes working on the new releases for Bowl Expo and beyond. And today I'm here to talk to you about what some might think is a surprise release for the Hammer lineup, the return of the Raw series. So let's take it to the intro. What are these? This isn't a purple hammer. I know. But the world's not ending, the sky is not falling, and the purple hammer is coming. And in the meantime, we get to talk about 4 amazing performance options for medium to medium light oil that really round out a hammer player's bag. These are the reintroduction of the Raw series. And this may come as a surprise to a lot of hammer fans, but it's also a pleasant one because everyone knows that the original, Doom, Anger, Pain, Toxic, those all have the same core shape, and those were amazing and high scoring balls for their time, and now they're back at the most affordable price point that Hammer's offered in a long time, an even more reasonable price point than the Vibe series, and these balls are packed with technology. As you can see on the bottom here, we've got 4 color options, but more than that, we actually have 3 performance options, because we have a black solid, a black and orange hybrid, and 2 3-color pearl options. So they give you 3 different looks on the lanes. Like I said before, this is the original core shape that was found in the series that made the Raws famous. It has a total differential of 038 to give you a good amount of traction on medium to medium light oil conditions because it's going to give you a moderate amount of total flare. And this is wrapped in the outer core that has carbon fiber infusion in it. That means it's a stronger outer core material than previously used on this price point of hammer balls. That means you're going to get more hitting power, and this might be the most affordable price point that's ever offered something like this. So this is a great value for your buck, for sure. And of course, surrounding all this, you see the return of the juiced cover stock. The juiced cover stock was most recently used on the Fugitive series, but it was in a number of hammer balls at a much higher price point previously, including like the Rodman series and maybe even a few of the Web series balls before this. So you're getting a lot of value for your money in a ball that has a lot of technology and not a lot of price. So without further delay, I'm going to take you to the comparison chart and show you how all 4 of these balls stack up to each other and to the rest of the current Hammer lineup. This chart contains every release in the Hammer lineup for an entire year. They're sorted by oil volume from lightest on the left to heaviest on the right, and on the right by response to friction, with the sharpest responding balls on the top of the chart down to the smoothest responding balls at the bottom of the chart. You'll notice that this is a slightly different format than my previous videos if you've been following along, and that's because this format will be a little easier to normalize all of the balls across all of the brands and against all of the charts that already exist in the industry. Our newest releases, the Hammer Raw series, are highlighted in yellow on the chart. The 500, 1500, 3000 sanded black raw hammer solid is built to handle a medium amount of total oil volume. You'll see that it's a nice little step down from the Web hybrid. It's a little smoother and hooks just a little less overall, making controlling the pattern front to back and left to right very easy. This is a smooth and predictable ball that doesn't lack any punch at the back of the lane. It's going to be a favorite of high rev bowlers and two-handed bowlers on a variety of conditions and especially house shots, and it's going to be super useful for all styles of bowlers on more challenging conditions, especially the ones that are medium and medium short. Sliding over to the orange and black hybrid, this one has a slightly different finish at 500, 1000, 2000 sanded before adding compound on top to give it a little bit of sheen, but not so much skid as the polished pearl. This ball is going to be useful for a variety of player styles because it gets good natural length and has a slightly more abrupt response to friction. The shape is reminiscent of the Hybrid Tour Edition because it's still smooth but has a lot of punch at the back of the lane, albeit on much lighter oil conditions than the Web Tour can handle. I see this one being useful on a variety of lighter patterns, especially lighter house conditions where there's ample friction to the right or down lane. This one glides easily through the front, but makes an arcing response to friction and isn't too over under or too skid flippy. This one is going to be great for player styles who have a decent amount of hand but maybe lack a little bit of ball speed. So where some of the high rev, high speed players are going to prefer the black hammer, some of the higher rev, lower speed players, or some of the medium rev, lower speed players are going to like this hybrid to get you through the fronts and see a similar, controllable, yet hard arcing motion at the back of the lane. And finally, we have our two pearl hammers. There's both a blue, white, silver and a purple, pink, silver. You can see that they're split in half because outside of the color there's no performance difference, so they're overlapping on the chart. They get down the lane just a little better than the hybrid, both because of their pearl cover stock, but also because these are polished rather than compounded on top of the 500, 1000, 2000 sanded finish, and because of the nature of the cover stock. These are the longest and the strongest response to friction. These hook the least because of their length, but they still make a respectable response to friction. These are going to be the balls that you want to open up the pattern with. I don't see these being overly useful on fresh medium to medium or light conditions, but when the pattern breaks down and there's ample friction to the right, or if you're on a tougher pattern that's a lot shorter and you have enough friction right that you can open your launch angle up, these are going to make a nice hard arcing response to friction. They're not so flippy that they're uncontrollable, but they definitely get you through the fronts with ease before seeing the back of the pattern. The versatility of all three of these balls make them really easy to incorporate into your arsenal, and I think hammer players are going to be very pleased because it's been a while since we've had anything at this price point or in this total hook range in general, and it's so easy to slot one or two of these into the bottom of your bag. Hey guys, just a quick change of scenery because I had to update the release date on these balls. Now available in pro shops worldwide beginning May 20th, but not to fear because that's coming right up. If you have any questions about any of these 4 releases, feel free to drop them in the comments below. While you're here, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube and Facebook channels, Bowling Buckosh, because I make new videos as new releases from all the brands of Brunswick come out. And we have some great new stuff coming up for Bowl Expo and beyond, so make sure you check back often. And until next time, thanks for watching.